Welcome to the Mature Soul channel, where we dive into the wisdom and insights that can help you live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to fade as they hit their 80s, while others continue to thrive well into their 100s? What sets them apart? Is it luck, genetics, or something else? The truth is, longevity isn't just a matter of chance. It's shaped by the powerful, intentional choices we make in our lives. Yes, genetics and luck play a role, but what truly determines how long and how well we live are the daily decisions and habits we cultivate along the way. And that's exactly what we're exploring today. In this video, we're going to share 5 life-changing lessons backed by real stories and wisdom that can help you not just add years to your life, but life to your years. These aren't just theories. These are practices proven by science and lived by some of the oldest, healthiest people in the world. Before we dive in, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Mature Soul, and share your thoughts in the comments. 1 for like, 0 for dislike. Your support helps us create more content that empowers you to live your best life. So let's jump right in, because the path to living beyond 100 starts now. 1. Find purpose. A reason to wake up. If there's one thing that stands out among the longest living people in the world, it's the presence of a deep and meaningful purpose. Purpose is the key to a long, healthy life. It's the inner drive that pushes you forward, no matter what challenges arise. Having a reason to wake up every day doesn't just make life more meaningful. It impacts your health, energy, and longevity in ways you might not even realize. Take Dr. Howard Tucker, for example. Dr. Tucker is a neurologist who's 102 years old and still teaching medical residents at a hospital in Cleveland, Ohio. What keeps him going at such an advanced age? Purpose. His mission is to share his extensive knowledge and experience with the next generation of doctors. His work not only provides him with mental stimulation, but also keeps him physically active and engaged with the world. This sense of responsibility and commitment to others has fueled his longevity, keeping him sharp and energetic. Then there's Sister Madonna Buddha, who's known as the Iron Nun. At the age of 52, she started competing in triathlons, something that most people would find intimidating even in their 20s. Now, at 94, she continues to race in triathlons, motivated by a spiritual mission to show resilience and faith through physical strength. Her purpose isn't just about physical fitness. It's about using her athleticism to inspire others and demonstrate that age is just a number. Sister Madonna's story is a testament to the power of purpose. It's not about how old you are, but about the impact you want to have on the world around you. And then we have the Icarians, a community in Greece that has one of the highest concentrations of centenarians in the world. The people of Icaria, who live well into their 90s and beyond, are known for having a strong sense of community and purpose. Many of them find meaning in daily roles such as storytelling, gardening, and supporting their neighbors. These simple activities provide a deep sense of satisfaction and connection to something greater than themselves. The Icarians embody eudaimonia, which means living a life of flourishing, where your actions align with your values and bring you fulfillment. The science behind this is just as compelling. Studies have shown that having a sense of purpose can lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease, reduce mortality rates, and lower stress. People with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer because they are more likely to make healthier lifestyle choices, stay active, and remain engaged with life, regardless of age. Purpose is like a guiding star. It helps you navigate life with more resilience, focus, and joy. But how can you find your own purpose? It's not always something that comes easily or quickly, especially if you've spent a lot of time focusing on external things like work or family obligations. The key is to start by reflecting on what truly excites you, what you're passionate about, and what you want to contribute to the world. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as finding meaning in small, everyday actions The key is to remain open to discovering new aspects of yourself, even as you age. For some, purpose might be found in teaching, mentoring, or passing on knowledge to younger generations. For others, it might come through community involvement, volunteering, or working on creative projects that bring joy. It could also stem from a spiritual practice, or simply from spending time with loved ones in meaningful ways. The important thing is that purpose doesn't stay static. It evolves. As you move through life in different stages of aging, your purpose may shift, but that doesn't make it any less important. The more you stay connected to what drives you, the more energy you'll have to face each day with vitality and enthusiasm. Purpose isn't just a nice idea. It's a foundational pillar of longevity. It aligns your body, mind, and spirit, helping you tap into a deep reservoir of energy that will support you throughout life's later stages. It adds life to your years, rather than just adding years to your life. So, take a moment to reflect. What gets you excited about life? What do you want to accomplish, share, or experience? If you're not sure yet, that's okay. It's never too late to find your purpose. Start exploring new passions, reconnect with old ones, and think about how you can make a difference. No matter your age, purpose is the secret ingredient that keeps you thriving for decades to come. 2. Eat like your future depends on it. After 80, every bite you take matters more than ever. Food becomes more than just nourishment. It becomes medicine, energy, and even a safeguard against decline. What you put on your plate can shape how you feel, move, and think in your later years. Let's look at Luigi Ferrucci, a 70-year-old Italian gerontologist and director at the U.S. National Institute on Aging. He could cite all the science behind aging, but his own lifestyle is simple. He follows a traditional Tuscan diet: fresh vegetables, legumes, olive oil, and lean proteins. This way of eating keeps him energized and clear-headed. It's not fancy. It's intentional. Now visit the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, one of the world's blue zones. Locals there routinely live past 90 and even 100, thriving on a humble diet of beans, corn, squash, bananas, and papayas. It's not expensive or exotic. It's consistent, whole, and nourishing. Science backs this up. Diets rich and whole. Plant-based foods help lower the risk of chronic illness, heart disease, dementia, diabetes, and more. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables protect your cells. Omega-3s support brain health. Fiber keeps your gut and digestion happy. And protein helps preserve strength and muscle mass, something we all need as we age. But how you eat also matters. In Okinawa, Japan, elders follow harahachi-bu, a simple phrase meaning eat until you're 80% full. This practice prevents overeating and encourages mindfulness. Meals are slow, shared, and filled with gratitude. Eating isn't just a task, it's a ritual. Contrast that with the modern Western diet: fast, processed, often eaten alone or in a rush. Over time, these habits lead to inflammation, weight gain, fatigue, and chronic disease. And for many seniors, easy-to-prepare processed foods become the norm, often out of convenience or habit. But here's the good news: it's never too late to change. You don't need to follow a perfect diet. Just begin with small, consistent steps. Add more colorful vegetables to your plate. Choose whole grains over refined ones. Replace sugary drinks with water or herbal tea. Swap processed snacks for nuts or fruit. Cook at home just one more day a week. Even these simple shifts can reduce inflammation, boost your energy, and strengthen your immune system. And they send a clear message to your body: I care about you. I want you to thrive. And don't overlook the emotional side of food. In many long-living cultures, meals are shared, whether with family, friends, or neighbors. Eating together isn't just about food. It's about connection, laughter, conversation, That sense of belonging does more for your heart than any vitamin ever could. Also, try cooking with intention. It might sound sentimental, but food prepared with care has a different energy. When you chop, stir, and season your own meals, you build a relationship with what you're putting into your body. It's not about being a gourmet chef, it's about being present. So what's the takeaway? Eat whole, real food, more plants, less processed. Practice portion awareness. Stop before you're full. Drink water, and skip sugary drinks when you can. Savor your meals, don't rush. Enjoy each bite. Share food when possible, because community nourishes too. Eating well isn't about strict rules, it's about love. Love for your body, your future, and your time on this earth. Every small, mindful choice you make adds up, not just to more years, but to better years. So next time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, is this meal feeding the future I want? If not, that's okay. Just start small. One bite, one meal, one loving choice at a time. 3. Nurture your social circle. There's a hidden ingredient in longevity that most people overlook: connection. Yes, your relationships matter just as much as your diet, exercise, or sleep. In fact, some studies suggest that loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. After 80, when life tends to slow down and social circles shrink, the quality of your relationships becomes even more important. Isolation doesn't just affect the heart, it affects the mind, the immune system, and even how long you live. Let's begin with Ethel Percy Andrus. At 74, when most people are slowing down, she founded AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons. Why? Because she believed older adults deserved respect, dignity, and community. She remained active, social, and deeply engaged into her 80s, building spaces where seniors could connect, support one another, and thrive. Her life is proof that staying connected keeps the spirit alive. In Loma Linda, California, a Blue Zone community, you'll find another beautiful example. The Adventists who live there often enjoy lifespans 10 years longer than the U.S. average. Why? Their faith brings them together regularly. They eat meals as a community, share their lives, and find strength in their shared values. For them, relationships are as sacred as Scripture, and science agrees. A long-term Harvard study following people for over 80 years found that the quality of our relationships at age 50 is the greatest predictor of how healthy we'll be at 80. Not money, not career success, not even genetics. Connection. So what does that look like in everyday life? It doesn't mean you need a huge circle of friends. It means intentional, meaningful bonds, people you can talk to honestly, people you laugh with, lean on, and support in return. Relationships where you feel seen and safe. Maybe it's your spouse, a sibling, an old friend, or a neighbor you wave to across the street. It could be someone at your local church, library, or community center. These small, consistent interactions, when nurtured, become a powerful foundation for emotional and physical health. Socializing also stimulates the brain. Conversations spark memory, challenge your thoughts, and keep you mentally active. Laughing with someone boosts feel-good hormones and reduces stress. And knowing you're not alone, especially during hard times, gives your nervous system a sense of safety, which helps everything from digestion to sleep. But let's be honest, making or maintaining relationships in later years isn't always easy. Friends move, people pass away, and sometimes energy or mobility is limited. That's why it's so important to be proactive. Here are a few gentle steps to start. Reach out to someone you've lost touch with. Even a short message or call can reopen a connection. Join a group that shares your interests, whether it's a book club, walking group, or community class. Volunteer. Giving back offers a sense of purpose and connection. Be vulnerable. Sharing how you really feel builds deeper, more authentic relationships. Be consistent. Connection grows over time. Keep showing up. And remember, quality matters more than quantity. One deep friendship is more powerful than a dozen casual acquaintances. Relationships don't have to be perfect. They just need to be real. So, what's the impact of all this? Lower stress levels, stronger immune function, better memory and cognition, reduced risk of heart disease and depression, and most of all, a deeper sense of joy and belonging. Humans are wired for connection. We're not meant to do life alone, especially in the later chapters when love, laughter, and companionship matter more than ever. So, ask yourself, who fills your cup? Who do you feel good around? And just as important, who might need your light right now? Because when you nurture your social circle, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. 4. Move like your life depends on it. Movement isn't just about exercise, it's about vitality, independence, and the joy of being alive. After 80, your body speaks more clearly than ever, and one thing it consistently asks for is movement. Let's meet Ernestine Shepherd. At 88 years old, she's not only a competitive bodybuilder, but also a fitness trainer and motivational speaker. What's amazing is she didn't start until her 50s. That's right, she picked up her first dumbbell in midlife, and decades later, she's still going strong. Every morning, she wakes at 4 a.m. to meditate and run. She believes discipline, joy, and faith keep her young, and her energy proves it. On the other side of the world, in Ikaria, Greece, movement is woven naturally into everyday life. In this blue zone, people don't work out in the way we think of it. Instead, they walk up hills to visit neighbors, tend gardens, or carry groceries by hand. They dance at festivals. They move with purpose and without rush. And as a result, they experience some of the lowest rates of chronic disease and some of the longest lives in the world. Science supports what these lives show us. Regular physical activity, especially as we age, protects the brain, strengthens the heart, and improves balance, mood, and sleep. Movement keeps the joints lubricated, bones stronger, and muscles working the way they should. It reduces the risk of falls, boosts energy, and even delays cognitive decline. But here's what really matters. You don't need to run marathons. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. The key is consistency and enjoyment. So what kind of movement is best? The one you'll keep doing. A 20-minute walk around the block, dancing to your favorite music in the living room, gentle stretching or yoga in the morning, swimming at your local pool, gardening, cleaning, or even just standing up more often. It all counts. What matters is moving with joy and intention. And here's a helpful reminder. Motion is lotion. When you move, you lubricate your joints, circulate blood through your body, and encourage your systems to function well. When you sit too long, things start to stiffen and slow. Your body wants to move, it's designed for it. Also, remember to listen to your body. It's not about pushing to the limit. It's about honoring your ability and gradually building strength and flexibility. Some days will be easier than others, that's okay. The goal is not perfection, but momentum. Here are a few gentle action steps you can start with today. Set a movement timer. Get up every hour and stretch or walk a bit. Join a movement class. Many communities offer senior-friendly options like chair yoga or Tai Chi. Walk with a friend. Add social joy to your steps. Make movement fun. Put on music you love and sway to the rhythm. Celebrate small wins. Every bit of effort is a gift to your body. And when you move, don't just move your limbs, move your spirit. Feel the life in your breath, the strength in your legs, the rhythm of your heart. These are the moments that remind you that you're still here, still capable, still dancing through life in your own way. So the next time you think, I'm too old for this, remember Ernestine running at dawn. Remember the elders in Ikaria climbing hills with groceries. And most importantly, remember that you're not moving to add years to your life. You're moving to add life to your years. 5. Stay curious. Never stop learning. There's something profoundly powerful about a curious mind. Unlike the body, the mind doesn't have to slow with age. It can expand, deepen, and come alive in new ways. After 80, curiosity can become one of your most important sources of energy, joy, and even health. You see, curiosity isn't just about facts or trivia. It's a way of being. It's that inner spark that whispers, "I wonder what else there is to know." It's the quiet excitement of learning something new, even if the world says you're past your prime. It's the decision to keep growing, evolving, and connecting, even when the pace of life has slowed. Take John Goodenough, for instance. At the remarkable age of 97, he became the oldest person ever to receive a Nobel Prize for his pioneering work in chemistry. Decades earlier, he helped invent the lithium-ion battery, the very technology powering millions of devices today. But what's most inspiring is that he never stopped learning. Even in his 90s, he was still exploring new ideas, experimenting in the lab, and following the thread of curiosity wherever it led. Then there's Rose Marie Fagan, a Canadian woman who decided at 92 to enroll in university courses in history. She wasn't chasing a degree or trying to prove anything. She simply wanted to understand the world better. That thirst for knowledge, that joyful pursuit of learning for its own sake, kept her spirit young and her mind sharp. These stories aren't just uplifting. They're backed by science. Research shows that mental stimulation plays a critical role in brain health. Activities like reading, solving puzzles, learning a new language, or engaging in stimulating conversation can delay cognitive decline and even reduce the risk of dementia. The brain, like a muscle, thrives on challenge and novelty. So what does lifelong learning look like after 80? It can be as ambitious as taking a class, or as simple as trying a new recipe. What matters is the mindset, a willingness to explore, to question, to keep reaching. Here are some meaningful and accessible ways to keep your mind curious and engaged. Read daily, novels, biographies, poetry, news, or even children's books. Pick up a hobby you've never tried, like painting, knitting, woodworking, or photography. Watch documentaries or educational videos. Turn your screen time into brain food. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks, perfect for learning while resting or walking. Take a class online or in person, from languages to history to creative writing. Engage in rich conversations, ask questions, share stories, and listen deeply. The beauty of curiosity is that it doesn't demand perfection. You don't have to master anything. You just have to show up, open-hearted and willing to learn. Curiosity also fuels connection. When you're curious, you ask more questions. You listen more closely. You remain open to people and experiences. This naturally leads to deeper relationships and a more vibrant inner world. And perhaps most importantly, curiosity nurtures hope. It says, there is still more for me here, more to see, more to understand, more to enjoy. Even on difficult days, a curious mind can find something beautiful, a new flower in the garden, a meaningful line in a book, or an unexpected insight during a conversation. So ask yourself, what have I always wanted to learn but never had the time for? What excites me, even just a little? What question has been sitting quietly in the back of my mind? Follow that thread. Feed your mind. Stretch your imagination. Surprise yourself. Because at any age, especially after 80, learning is a gift you give to yourself. It keeps you vibrant. It keeps you connected. And it reminds you that there is still magic left in the world, waiting for your attention. Stay curious. Never stop asking, discovering, and growing. Because this is what it means to live, not just longer, but deeper. So why do some people fade in their 80s while others thrive into their 100s? It's not just luck or genetics, it's powerful, intentional choices. Let's quickly recap the 5 wisdoms. Find your purpose, a reason to wake up those lights of fire in your soul. Eat like your future depends on it, because it truly does. Nurture your social circle. Connection is medicine for the heart. Move every day, not just to stay alive, but to feel alive. Stay curious. Never stop learning, growing, and wondering. These aren't just habits, they're soul-deep commitments to living fully, no matter your age. Whether you're 81 or 101, it's never too late to align your body, mind, and spirit for a longer, more vibrant life. If this message touched your heart, please help us spread it. Like this video, subscribe to Mature Soul, and comment below, even if it's just a 1 for like or a 0 for dislike. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more beautiful souls like yours. And remember, every day you wake up is a chance to live with purpose, love with depth, and learn with wonder. Stay vibrant, stay wise, stay curious. Until next time, from all of us at Mature Soul, be well and keep shining.